Hey there YouTubers, Wheelhouse Crows here. I'm going to do a video on my bug out bag. I guess in the last 3 or 4 months began to start filming some videos, and hopefully people are starting liking my channel. Please subscribe, by the way. Just a regular guy, and I like to take the ideas I find online, personal experience, through my job, through friends, and put it together and try to make something. So if you have tips or suggestions, or you like something, you want to know where I got it, please leave comments below. I decided to start this video with just my pack. I use a Camel pack, Maximum Gear. I don't know the make or the model, but I got it from an American I was deployed with, and it is a pretty sweet bag. With the bag full, with all my stuff, I think it weighs about 60 pounds. There's a hydration pouch in the back. I have it taken off right now. It goes and zippers into the back. I don't have it in there. I use that extra space to fit my tarp for my shelter. So, I said there, it's a 10 by 15 camouflage tarp. I fold down in the back there. Add some padding. Has steel grommets. It's perfect. So moving over to the table, sorry about the camera action there. Here is my bug out bag contents. So we'll start over here on the left. Folding saw. It's a Myrico folding saw. It's locked. It locks. And also it's able to be lashed to a pole. So I like that, so you can be able to cut something that's a little bit out of your reach, a little bit comfortable. Moving up here, I have an Olympia. I call it a half machete. I like this because it fits inside my bug out bag. I don't have to let people know what I'm doing. They don't have to know what I have. It's inside. They don't need to see it, and it's sharp. I like that. Also, here, have a folding saw or a folding shovel. I took this thing winter camping, and we built a Quincy, and it absolutely just teared through the snow when after it settled, and it was amazing. Can't say enough good things about it. It is a little bulky, but when you have those little handle shovels and you're digging for hours, and you have this thing and you can only dig for 15 minutes, it's worth a little bit of extra weight. So in the top of my pack, I keep this baggie. So I have some sport beans, some granola bars, and some energy bars in the back there. It's just to grab while I'm hiking, to stay on the move in case I need to get some quick energy. I also carry a Edible Wild Plants pamphlet I bought at MEC. It's laminated, tells me what to eat, what not to eat. And also in the top, I keep a provincial map. You just never know how long I'm going to be able to keep my GPS on my phone, or I might get lost. But it's always good to have a backup. And if I get where I'm going and I'm waiting it out and I need some extra fire starter, there's some paper. So moving over to my eating utensils and cook kit. Have a knife, fork, spoon in here. I do like the spork. That's a quick thing to use, but once I do find my bug out location, I get there, comfort, you know what I mean? You're eating with a real fork and knife. To some it may be stupid, but to me, it's worth a little bit extra. Also in here, some chicken bouillon cubes and some instant coffee. Again, adding a little something to water that tastes like something and gives you a little bit of nutrients, some caloric intake. I mean, it's not the best thing for you. It replaces probably a little bit of salt that you've lost while you were sweating, but it's something more than just water. I did a review on this my cook kit on my channel, so please check that out as well. And then here I have about, I'd say probably 3 days, maybe 4 of Canadian IMPs. I mean, nothing fabulous. There's some butter chicken, some clam chowder, Hawaiian chicken. I mean, it's the best you can get for the 3 days for the size, and I love it. I actually like eating these things. Don't tell anybody, but they're not so bad. Inside here, a Ziploc bag. I have 2 pairs of wool socks, 2 pairs of smaller, thinner socks, 2 shirts, and 2 pairs of underwear. It's nice to change. You're not going to be able to do laundry or something, but you just need enough for 3 days. One thing I'd like to mention also at this point is that all this, inside of my EDC bag, besides having the beefy that I did a review on my channel, so please watch that one as well, I'm going to have my EDC bag, which has a lot of extra stuff in it. Has, I'll add it as I go, but I'm I'm going to have that with me as well. So if I have to get home, it's basically my get home bag. But once I get here, I'm going to have all that stuff as well that I can just grab my bug out bag and get out of here, get my family and go. So my hygiene kit, the first thing I started with a microfiber towel. I took this winter camping and it dried so quickly. It absorbs water so fast. I recommend it. It's called Pack Towel. I got it at Mech. It was worth the 20 bucks. So I got a couple of these E-Gear Survival Essentials bags. I keep my hygiene kit in there. Starting with just a little towelette. It comes in packs of 3. Got it at the dollar store. Haven't opened one yet, but for the size, even if I use it for stopping bleeding, it's worth it there. I got a whole bunch of moist wipes, hand sanitizer, Irish Spring body wash, Axe shampoo. I have these Tide sink packs. I figure if I have time or I want to clean something up, if I have to stay out longer than 3 days, I have the option. Something this small and giving me the option, it's pretty good. I also have some heating pads. So 1, 2, 3, so there's 6 in there. Chapstick, earplugs, toothbrush, toothpaste, dental floss, and this thing is worth its weight in gold. That's probably why they call it Gold Bond. But at least for guys, I can't vouch for girls. You doing some hiking, starting to get a little chafed, you spray that down below, and wow, you feel fresh, ready to rock and roll again. So it's worth it. I recommend it. Kind of my pet peeves, I hate having dirty ears. So Q-tips, good for putting on polysporin, cleaning cuts, wounds. You have something caught in your eye, a corner of your eye, you can use that to get it out. In conjunction with a mirror, it's great. Also, some bug spray. You're out in the woods. I hate bugs, so it's good to have. Hanging mirror, have emergency blanket, emergency poncho, a magnifying glass, good to start fires, so on and so forth. Another E-Gear survival bag, a string saw. In here I like to keep some things that are kind of sharp, so there's some tweezers, nail cutters, small knife, P38 can opener, and there's some needles in there. So we talk about redundancy. It's all good to have $300 water filter, so on, and I recommend the Life Straw. I don't know if anybody knows what they are, where they're from, but this thing can filter a lot of water. They have a Life Straw for families, but your family could drink out of this thing. It is not gonna, unless you're using it like every day of the summer, if for $21 or $19 at Mech, you're not gonna have a better filter. You can buy one for every member of your family and still come in cheaper than like a Katadyn Hiker Pro that's $90. So I recommend them. Also redundancy, I have some water purification tablets in here. An Algene bottle, my first of the water bottles. I have a spork in there, some vitamin C kind of a juice mix, some tea and some more coffee. In my get home bag, I have a clean canteen, regular canteen, so I decided to double up kind of, and I chose the insulated canteen for my bug out bag. That way if I make some chicken bouillon or something, I can put it into the canteen insulated. And I took this thing winter camping again, and the water stayed warm all night long. I kept it beside my body. It was outstanding. Next, this is kind of a little, maybe a barter item if I had to, but whiskey. I don't need to pimp that. Everyone knows how good that is. So inside this little metal container right here, I have, sorry about the in and out there, I have medications. I have like penicillin, Imodium, Panaloc, hydromorphone, Tylenol 3s, just regular Advil, Aleve, Pepto-Bismol, Pepto-Bismol tablets, ibuprofen, you name it, it's all in there. Doxycycline, I think it's called. There's enough for curing any kind of infection. I don't recommend giving them to people. Take them yourself. If you're in a life and death situation, it's up to you. I can't endorse you to start giving medication to other people, but it's a personal decision. But I like to have this, and it's a good thing to have. Also have 4 chem lights, which speak for themselves. It's a pretty good thing to have. Some quick light, last 12 hours. Also 2 emergency candles, some tin foil, and industrial orange garbage bag. Coming down here, I have my Eaton crank radio. It's also solar powered. Has a light. Has the weather channels. Charges your cell phone. AM, FM. It's a good thing to have. I mean, if you need to hear what's happening, it's outstanding. And I have my Bushnell waterproof binoculars. It's always good to see what's happening up ahead, but it's even worse if you drop them into water and wreck them, so I decided to go with the waterproof ones. Here I kind of have like a rain sun hat kind of deal, Tilly hat. I put it in there because, I mean, if I'm doing some hiking, I don't want to have the sun in my eyes or on my head and sweat more than I have to. Here's my Maxpedition individual first aid pouch. I'm going to do a review on this later. I figured it's small enough. It's perfect. I have some suture kits in there, gauze, polysporin, some splints, quick clot, you name it, it's in there. I'll do a review so I don't waste very much time here. Here I have my my Ontario Knife Company Pilot Survival Knife with a sharpening stone, my Trapper lock blade knife, and also a sharpening rod for serrations in any knife. Next, I'll just go to, next here is beside it, I have a deck of cards and some dice. I mean, there's one thing about a survival situation that you want to make sure that you're not bored. If you're sitting there at night and you're with another person or whatever, or you're by yourself, you want to play some solitaire with your headlamp, you need something to occupy your mind. So next we'll move down to my fire kit. All my fire kit goes inside of this red pencil case that I got, just to keep it kind of separate. Waterproof matches, 2 lighters, magnesium rod, ferrocerium rod. What I got here, four wet fires, some cotton balls with tinfoil, cotton balls with Vaseline, and some lint. Also here, I don't know why I put it in, but it's called Light My Fire Maya Dust. It's basically like pine shavings or something, but I tell you, I'm not gonna lie, it lights quick. A little bit on the ground, you just strike it once with a spark, goes up. Next, I reviewed my Altoids tin survival kit. Check it out on my channel. I keep one in my car and one in my bug-out bag. It's just redundancy, right? We're doubling up on everything. Flagging tape. I didn't think it was a smart idea, but at the end of the day, you're going to be possibly somewhere you don't know where you are. And if you go looking for water, you can put a little flag tape on the ground, well, on a tree branch or something. I mean, sure, the extreme possibility that somebody else is going to see this and follow it back to your camp, I don't know, but at least it's there. I need to mark something, direction, should tell somebody where I'm going. It's there. So here, I seen this on a video, maybe Doomsday Preppers, I don't know, but I got them from the dollar store. They're window alarms, and you put this piece here on a tree or something, tied on with a paracord, and then this other piece you attach with some snare wire or paracord, and at nighttime, when they get separated because somebody trips on them, it lets out a loud, annoying ring, and for $4, I think, that's a pretty good security system. If you're, you set just a quick perimeter with some paracord or snare wire, you're good to go. So moving over to next, I kind of have, I'm going to go with the fastener. So I got, I think about 100 feet of paracord here, some zap straps, and duct tape. Great idea. Saw it online, wrap it around an old credit card, library card, and it holds a lot in a very little amount of space. Also, I have some titanium tent pegs for the tarp. Moving up to my administration kind of kit, 4 gig memory stick. I have on that my scanned federal ID, driver's license, social insurance card, birth certificate, passport. You just don't know, because if you lose this stuff, at least you have it, electronically, that you can produce this at a later time. If you have to go through a checkpoint and you lose your ID, then you can, they'll have computers. They'll be able to say, okay, well, let me see, and then you show them. And hopefully they believe you, right? I have family pictures on there, banking information that's, of course, encrypted. Passwords for, that's also encrypted for my, online accounts. Tactical notepad, pencil, Sharpie, pen. And also, I have the SAS Survival Guide. I have the big one, but I decided, I actually just saw this today on my way home and I picked it up for $10. Pocket guide. It's small. And when you're sitting around a campfire, or if you need some help, some tips, Bam, it's right there ready for you to go. Going up top, I know it's kind of clunky, but it's a crank flashlight. And then my Fenix flashlight is very nice, 3 settings. In here, I bought these online. They hold batteries, either AA's or AAA's. I have all AAA's in here as well. I like them because they don't touch each other, and they're also sealed off from the environment, the outside environment. So it holds, here's the AAA's. It holds 6 AAA's or 4 AA's. The AAA's are for my headlamp as well here. Also, a daytime, nighttime signaling mirror. So with my tarp, I have a sole bivvy, emergency bivvy. So that takes care of my, I don't have to carry a ranger blanket or a sleeping bag. Mechanics gloves, and some dust masks. So I get to these swimming goggles now. So I saw a guy that did a interview after 9/11, and he had dust all over his face, in his eyes, everywhere. And to have something like this that would cover your eyes completely, a little bit tinted in case it was sunny out, in conjunction with a dust mask, some gloves, and you can walk yourself right out of that situation. You don't have to worry about stuff getting in your eyes. Or if you're already camping somewhere, you're a bug out situation and you need to dive under the water to find something or check something out, you have it there. So pretty much the last part of my kit comes to, I would say, well, first I carry a camouflage bandana, and then renewable food source. After the prepared food is gone, there's nothing left. If I can't come home, I'm going to have to do something. So we have some snare wire, and one of my good thing, this goes inside the bug out bag, nobody can see it. It's a telescopic fishing rod, and then a fishing kit. Has some lures, bobbers, hooks, sinkers. Also has a fish holding line and some jigs in there. I mean, you can't go wrong. And also a rat trap. Maybe a little bit of food that I have left, put right onto that thing. Catch yourself a squirrel. Depends how far north you are. I mean, catch anything. It's a great idea. Maybe even a bird. You can prepare it right away and eat it. So that's it. That's my bug out bag contents right there. So maybe when I do the review of my first aid pouch, I will show the bug out bag completely loaded so you believe me and don't think I was lying to you that it's only 60 pounds and it's manageable. But I mean, this is it. I mean, at the end of the day, your bug out bag is a reflection of what you are, or where you are, and where you have to get to. So I look forward to seeing others' videos, and please leave some comments below, and I'll be sure to address them. And only constructive criticism, please. There's no need for negative comments. I mean, really negative, but we're all in this kind of thing together, helping each other with ideas. So, keep the ideas flowing, keep the discussion open, lines of communication, and get through this together. Thanks for watching my video, and please subscribe to my channel.